Welcome back to my podcast, Wine Therapy. Cheers. This is Karina. She's been on an episode before. We were just laughing. So I'm like, we made a second episode. I never posted it because we were hammered. But we're actually doing dry January. So what is this, Karina, that she brought over? So nice.
It's a French sparkling lime
Oh, that is
strawberry
good.
lemonade.
Damn. That's good.
Oui.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm just bloated, so I need to do dry January for like 3 weeks, and then I'm.
But technically, you didn't do dry January because you already.
Oh yeah, no, I started yesterday. January.
I've been
6th.
on it all 7 days straight.
Yeah, I'm also not doing it fully through. I'm gonna end it on January 23rd because I have an event that I'm definitely drinking at.
You're better than.
Yeah,
most people, so
that's true.
it's fine.
Anyways, we have been chatting about like what we should talk about tonight, and we have a lot of ideas, but we kind of just like started talking on our own, and I was like, wait, pause this conversation, start the camera. So we were talking about how, obviously, if I sound like a fucking broken record and it makes me want to die, I've like actually been anxious about like filming again because I feel like all I'm talking about is getting cheated on, and it's like triggering. So I'm like, fuck my chungus life.
It's good content.
I know. I'm like, it's good exposure therapy. So anyways, broken record. We're going to talk about how we were talking about how I got cheated on. And I was asking Karina about her past relationship and if she had anything similar happen to me. And she was telling me about her open relationship that she was in, which I was super intrigued by because I have never been in an open relationship. I feel like even if I'm hooking up with a guy, I'm like, just me.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, why don't you tell us a little bit about it for backstory about when it was and if this was something that you were excited about or.
Yeah. Well, I was in a relationship for 3 years and we started dating end of sophomore year of high school, and going into senior year, we had just graduated senior summer, right before we're off to college. My boyfriend at the time brought up the idea of how do I feel about an open relationship, and that was like such a what? like I'm not kidding. We were in my bed, we were just chilling, and he just like randomly brought that up, and I, as anyone would, started bawling my eyes out because I'm like, why would you want to go into an open relationship? Like, I felt like we were at our strongest place in our relationship. You know, a lot of our mutual friends were also in relationships, but we felt like we were the strongest ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really understand why he brought it up or why he thought that was a good idea. I've never heard of it. I'd never, like, it just made me feel so defeated, and honestly made me think like, oh my god, is there someone else? Like, is this you like soft launching that you cheated or something?
Yeah. Soft launch is crazy.
And you know, he kind of just like really explained it to me, really wired it in my brain, and just told me how normal it is. He explained to me how his sibling has done it with their boyfriend, and ironically, you know, that person was also in the Marines. But okay. So I don't know how that worked out, but it did. And you know,
see a pattern.
he he honestly gave me a very solid, like, it could work. And honestly,
anyone that you're in love with too who explains something, you're gonna be like, okay, like, yeah, like I get it now.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what, like, coming from like looking at him, you like, he doesn't look like he's very introverted.
Mm-hmm.
Or he was very introverted when I was dating him, and he wasn't the one to like go out and go hook. Like, honestly, it could have been more me than him.
Yeah, so valid.
And then, you know, when he was just like pitching this incredible idea of how this would make our relationship stronger, how you would this is honestly his wording of saying like, you would feel less guilty about doing something, like, let's say you're flirting with someone, like. And then we set a boundary on the open relationship of it being like, did you see like
did you see any other option, or did you think like I only have this option to agree with him or we break up? Like, did you feel comfortable saying I don't want to do that? No.
I could have easily told him no and he would have respected it, but I think
Mm-hmm.
because of how he just presented it and how it just sounded so normal, it
Mm-hmm.
felt
It
more of
felt like, why
it
not?
felt like why not? Honestly, like we're both going to two different schools.
Mm-hmm.
We both still want to have a good college experience, and
At that point, can't you just be friends?
I don't know. I mean, I think, I think he was my first love. I think I was his
Mm-hmm.
first love, and I don't think there was ever a topic of breaking up before college
Mm-hmm.
because we were super super strong and super we're like we can get through it. Like yeah, a lot of people don't go through the relationships in college and coming out of high school, but I feel like we could do it. And then I just felt more inclined to the idea and I was like, I mean, honestly, like I could see a good point of it. Like if I'm going out to a party and he's freaking out that there's like guys there, or like vice
Mm-hmm.
versa. We both wanted to give each other that freedom of where we're not
Yeah.
overreacting or freaking out about something. But then also like looking at it now, I'm like, why would I give a shit if he's
Yeah.
in a room with a group of girls, and why would he present it to me like I don't want to feel guilty if I'm talking to a chick? Like,
Yeah.
what are
Like, why
you
is he
like
projecting
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this to be like, oh, now you won't feel
yeah,
a certain way?
exactly,
And you're like, wait a second. Like, is he
exactly.
right? Or like, how do I feel about it? And then you just don't know anymore because he's so
Yeah,
in your head.
totally. And our rules were basically if you can go and make out with like a person if it's at like a party, if it happens, whatever, but you can't go and like start a whole thing with them. You can't go and have sex with them or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was strictly based
So,
like if you just
yeah.
kiss at a party, whatever, don't tell me about it. I don't want to know, but keep it to it happened once, it happened once.
Oh, but don't tell me about it. I don't want to know. That's interesting.
Yeah. That was also his concept of it, but I think it was also mine too. I was like,
You probably
I don't
don't
want
want to know that. That's fair. But
yeah.
how do you trust the person that they're not going to like break the boundary that you guys have set? Because, in my opinion, if somebody if I was you, if somebody opened up a conversation to me about an open relationship and like talked me through it like that, and I'd be like, okay, I would personally probably see this as a competition. I would probably be
Oh,
like,
I
"Oh, you want
definitely
to make out with other people? Watch
watch
me."
me.
And I probably at that point too would be so hurt that they felt comfortable with me making out with somebody else and be like, "So you
Yeah.
don't even care about me?"
Yeah.
And then I would probably feel like I'm single at that point and that there's
Yeah.
no relationship and I'd probably go sleep with somebody else and I wouldn't think that like
Yeah.
that's crossing a boundary because at that point if you're making out with somebody else while you're in a relationship, like you're not in a relationship. But that's just from like I've never tried that concept.
Mhm.
I get those boundaries, but like that's how I would definitely go about it, which probably isn't right and probably why an open relationship would never work for
Well,
me.
I mean, I look at an open relationship now. I would never do that again,
Hmm.
But I think because we were so young, we were 18, we were going to a whole new chapter of our lives. We didn't want to do it. I think we try to prevent each other from harming each other, but I think that caused more damage in the
Hmm.
end. And yeah, I mean, that's how the
Yeah, it makes
relationship just
sense.
started going
Yeah.
down.
In my perspective, it sounds like you guys both didn't want to like say goodbye to each other and like end
Mhm.
before college almost,
Mhm.
but like still wanted it to work out, but also have the best of both worlds of like having that college
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, like especially the timing of your life of that happening, of like
Yeah.
you're about to go to
Yeah.
college and like you guys have been dating for a long time.
Yeah.
So then how long did this last for?
So I left for college in August and he left in September and we broke up beginning of April. So it
Hmm.
lasted April, September, October, November, December. January,
8
February.
months.
Yeah, 8 months. It lasted 8 months. And there was a lot of big like up and downs, especially when it came to seeing each other. It became like we
Hmm.
were seeing each other once a month, and Thanksgiving, we didn't see each other. So we had seen each other September, October. I visited in October, and then November was Thanksgiving break, and was only coming for basically like 48 hours because
Hmm.
he chose to go back to his school and watch their big football game.
Oh.
And
Aw.
yeah, that was definitely a huge like beginning to our downhill
Yeah. Super
journey, because I
valid.
was like, dude, like I'm not gonna see you, you can't even like prioritize. So there was like
Yeah.
crashing out on both ends, and then we had went on a break over Thanksgiving break, and we got into a really big argument. I mean, I was just really expressing how I was really upset with him for not making the effort and time to
Mm-hmm.
see me. And
At that point, did it feel like the relationship was over?
oh, for sure, I'm not kidding when I say like our biggest rule in our relationship was, when you're flying somewhere, you always have to text before you fly out, and you
Yeah.
always have to text when you land. He left town without texting back to my paragraph on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no.
And then
That's
on
ending it.
oh no, that's
And from a
literally
woman's perspective, I'd be like, yeah,
oh
we're
no,
done.
get this. And then we had like a friend group, like a group chat on Snapchat, and he snapped in the group chat a video of the football game and captioned it priorities, and still hadn't responded to my text. So yeah, at that point
Oh.
I felt like, oh wow, we're like really done. Like
Like you
you
just
put
broke up with me
no,
in the
but you
entire
just
group
did,
chat
yeah,
too.
like in our entire group chat. And just for reference, like my friends were all there when I was really upset with him, because we were doing Blackout Wednesday
Mm-hmm.
all together, and I really wanted him to come. But he had flew in San Jose, like kind of like I don't know, maybe 9 p.m. And I was like, dude, join us. Like we're literally down the street. And he was like, no, I'm going home.
Oh my
And we got into a
gosh.
big argument there. And then Thursday he was home for Thanksgiving, and we didn't see each other, and we got into this big fight, and then he didn't respond to me from Thanksgiving. And then he left, posted that thing, and then Saturday I genuinely was like grieving like my entire breakup. I was like, wow, like we really just broke up without context.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was fighting with you because I wanted to see you, and you just didn't respond.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
So I Saturday night I was just like really upset. I was crying all day, I was crying all night, and I was texting with one of my guy friends from high school. And he was always like a really big part of my life in high school. I didn't really like anyone from my high school. I always hung out with people from my boyfriend's high school, or my friends that went to private schools. So he was like one of my only really good friends after high school. And he was like, hey, like let me pick you up, like let's talk about it, because he knew my relationship. He
Mm-hmm.
had met him multiple times. And he picked me up, we went back to his place, and I was like crying about it, talking to him about it. And this is someone previously I used to hook up with too in high school. So it wasn't like
This guy's like, let me pick you up, and like, sorry about that's like the
yeah.
classic meme of like the guy friends when
No,
when the girls go
seriously.
through breakups. Like,
Seriously. So, and at this point I still haven't heard back from my boyfriend in 2 days. Oh, in
yeah,
2 days I haven't got a text. So I was like, dang, like it's really over. Like,
yeah.
and I was super vulnerable. I was just like not in a great mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing led to another, and I got with my friend. And he made me feel really comfortable. He made me
Mm-hmm.
feel like he was there.
Yeah.
He was there
And
when
at this
someone
point,
else wasn't.
I was gonna say at this point, I'm sorry, like you guys hadn't had the conversation of like breaking up, but like you
For
guys
sure.
are done.
For sure. No,
I
I
mean,
mean there
like,
was like a part there was the part that for sure died. Like,
yeah.
and then that happened, and then he dropped me off home, and like still texted me and like checked in on me like throughout the whole week
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, because he knew how like upset I was. But we had also just had hooked up. And literally the following day I went to church, I was praying, I was like, oh my god, like I feel so guilty, I feel like shit,
Mm-hmm.
I fucked up, like I was just like taking all this blame to myself. And then later that day I had to drive back to school, and on this 4-hour drive I'm like bawling my eyes out. I'm like, I should pull over, I should not be driving, but I'm
Yeah.
bawling my eyes out. And then I get this long ass paragraph from my boyfriend, and he sends me this huge apology text of like how he knows he messed up, how he takes full accountability for everything,
Mm-hmm.
like just this huge apology. Because I felt so guilty, I immediately was like, no, it's okay. I'm sorry for
Oh,
overreacting.
shit.
I felt so guilty to the point where I was like, no, anything you did, like I did worse. And it almost
Yeah.
felt like a even battle. But even although I don't feel like I did really anything that wrong,
Mm-hmm.
there was never like he didn't communicate with me, but he was texting all my girlfriends.
Yeah.
So
It's
it was
almost
just
like
like,
out of spite thing that you
yeah,
did because it's like, well, if we're done, then like,
yeah. But I wasn't even planning on getting with my friend, you know? It was
yeah.
totally it was totally like, ooh, that's crazy. um, you
Did you
know,
ever feel guilty any other times, like when you were just like within your boundaries and like, did you feel guilty if you like made out with somebody or like,
can I tell you a really fucked up
yeah,
story?
please?
I was on call with my boyfriend and I was getting ready. And he was like, where are you going? I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go out with like my girls. Like, we're just gonna go out. He was like, dang, you guys are going out so late. Like, it's 1 a.m. And I was like, yeah, like, we're planning to go out super late.
Oh fuck.
I linked up
Oh
with
my
the
god.
guy.
See,
We kept in our boundaries, but we just had made out. Like,
yeah.
but
But
it
you know
was
what?
like,
That's why I'm like an open relationship is not real. Like
oh,
you
it's
guys,
not. It's
that
totally
is
not.
like you were not, you never cheated because making out with somebody while you're in a relationship is cheating.
Yeah.
Like you guys were just like single at that point. Like you guys were not boyfriend girlfriend in my opinion. And this is an outside perspective because I'm like,
For sure.
again, I have no idea how that works, but like
For sure.
in my opinion, at that point you guys aren't even like dating together. Like boundaries are not, that's like the same thing as like hooking up with somebody
Yeah.
and being like, oh, but I'm not comfortable with you like having sex with somebody else.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the loyalty there though? Because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, but it's fine for me to like, you know?
Make out with, and I feel like making out with someone is so much more intimate than it is
Yeah.
just banging. Like,
Yeah.
but
To an extent, but
obviously, I'll never know from him. But I kept my shit on the low. Let me tell you that much. I never got caught lacking. I never got caught lacking. I always kept my shit on wraps. You never knew who it was, and
oh
it's
my
even
gosh.
crazier because it was like. Actually, I'm just gonna shut up, but
Oh my gosh.
before I get myself more in trouble. But you know what? This is like a learning point. Like, I would never do this. I would never be in a relationship like this ever again. And
Yeah, I wouldn't
you
recommend that.
know,
That's
also what was
insane.
like fucked up during that period of time was my girlfriends and I, we had planned a trip to go visit his college town because one of my other girlfriends at the time also went to school there.
Yeah, that's right.
And we were all planning to go visit them. And I was like, fuck, I can't tell him because this is gonna fuck up everyone's trip. Like everyone got a
Yeah.
non-refundable flight, so I had to take one for the team. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
So
must have
it
flight
was
American.
no, it was.
Yeah.
But I literally was just like, I couldn't like ruin like it was just because we were in such a long-term relationship that we had planned stuff like months out in advance. Like it was
Yeah.
never like
Well, then was
weekly.
that weird when you'd visit him? Because like you don't know if he
Oh, I
has or has
knew.
not made
Bitch,
out
I
with people. Because then
knew.
when you go out with him, are you like, oh hey, are you like one of like the
I
girls that
knew.
my boyfriend's making out with?
I fucking knew. Let me tell you. The last time I visited him, he one of my friends, Bridget, she
Mm-hmm.
caught him lacking 2 weeks before I flew out for Valentine's weekend, which is the same weekend we were supposed to go to formal
Mm-hmm.
in Canada.
That's so
She
fucking
caught him
random.
lacking and went up to my friend at the time and was like, why is he talking to her like that? Like, that friend was like, I don't know. Honestly, they're in an open relationship. I don't get it. I could never. And so I hear that from Bridget and I don't bring it up to him at all. And that same night, which is crazy, I was texting him probably like 7, 8 o'clock. I was like, hey, like I'm about to go out. Like, what are you up to? And he was like, oh, like I have like this frat thing I'm going to tonight. And I was texting him that night and he texted me at 2:30 a.m. and was like, You're the most beautiful girl ever. I love you
Oh,
so much.
hell no.
And I
Oh, hell no. Get that away.
And I didn't register that at first, like when I saw it, because I was like,
Oh,
oh, like,
I was gonna say that would get those texts all the time. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Like, I love you.
like, oh, you woke up in the middle of the night and started thinking about me. So
You
cute.
must have woken up from a dream.
Like that was the fucking delusion talking.
No, you don't know until it happens to you.
No,
That's just like innocence of just like
you
he would never
don't
do that
know.
to me.
So, but my texts were concerning. I was like, "Are you okay? Like, why are you up this late?" Like, I was like, "I love you so much too. Like, is everything okay?" And then the next day, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." And then 2 weeks later, I fly out and I go and hang out with Bridget at her dorm, and we're just like catching up, whatever. And she's telling me about this whole incident that happened 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh really? Like really,
Oh,
bitch?
hell no.
Really?" So I go back to his dorm, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this DG bitch?"
Oh,
So I have bad blood with DGs.
I was in Delta Gamma.
Fucking stupid bullshit. And I was like, "Who the fuck is this DG bitch?" And he was like, "You're delusional.
Oh no, not the gaslighting.
You're crazy. I would never get with this person."
Did he ever admit it?
No.
Okay, well they did.
Oh no.
I can admit that for you.
And you know, I was just like, I was so caught off guard by it, and I just like, I trusted him with everything I had. That specific weekend, I like my heart like
Oh,
shattered.
yeah.
It was like I feel
You
something
know.
wrong with this
Yeah.
shit. And we went to Vancouver, had the worst time. I will literally never go back to Canada for this exact trip. It was the most traumatizing
No.
trip ever.
And
First
that's
time
why I'll never go back to Texas.
Oh no, we're going back to Texas, just not fucking San Angelo. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was so
I didn't even know
ghetto.
where that was, and I go to Texas often.
Yeah, no, that was so ghetto.
Yeehaw, bitch. And
Yeah.
so we went up to the strip, and immediately first night going out. Also, because it's 19 plus in Canada for like bars, their formal was held at a bar.
Yeah.
So
it's cool.
So they were like, you need to bring your fakes, and I was like, okay, but I had one fake. And another thing, he was like, I don't think we'll be able to go to the formal, so just bring like casual vacation stuff. Like we're just gonna have like a getaway weekend. It's not gonna be a formal weekend. So I was like, okay. I didn't bring a dress. The only fucking heeled shit I brought was cowboy boots to wear with my jeans.
Yeah. Cute.
No, it was not fucking cute. Oh my god. I was the
Not for a
heaviest
formal,
I
but I
was.
was like,
No,
cute.
it's not. I had like this great strapless dress. It was actually the most horrendous thing. Honestly, I just weighed so much at that time that it was just I was consuming a lot of alcohol. And first night we went out to the club, I lost my purse with my last fake ID, so I couldn't go to the formal. And
No.
you know, him and I ended up getting dinner on the formal night, and him and I were just like fighting. Like it was just not
Yeah.
pleasing at all. And then he decided to go out with a bunch of AFs and DGs while I stayed in the hotel for 3 to 4 hours.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That was my formal weekend.
Wait, why did he go out and you stayed in? Because you guys were fighting? So he was like,
No,
I'm gonna
he
go
wanted
out?
to go. He wanted to go out because he still had an ID, and I was like, okay, just go if you want to go.
Oh, because you didn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was in a hotel room, in his friend's hotel room, because he had the hotel key. So I got locked out. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
that's
it was
terrible.
horrible. And then
He's so gross.
there was this like other chick that was like really bothering me there too. That was like flirting with like one of his friends, and then his friends him, and it was just I did not vibe with this chick at all. And
I have a question.
Yeah.
So moving forward,
right?
Because like this is where I'm a little stuck. Like you say, like, oh, he texted me at like 2:30 in the morning, like, oh, I love you so much. Like moving forward in like your next relationship, because like mine's really fresh, like the cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's like different circumstances, like
Yeah,
to an extent,
totally.
but I still think that that's like ew. And it's gonna cause like trust issues moving forward. So like moving forward, how do you feel about like getting into a relationship? Like, are you gonna see a text you think from somebody that you're dating at like 2:30 and be like, okay, so you just fucked somebody else? Like Karina brought me flowers tonight, so nice, and I'm like, oh, did you cheat on me? Like as a joke, but I'm like, how am I ever gonna receive flowers again? Like if any man brings me flowers that I'm like dating, I'm gonna be like, oh, stop right there. Who is she? Like, I don't want to bring that forward. So I'm like, if you have any advice, because like, I'm sure I'm not the only one who's like, what the fuck? How do you?
Dude, it just takes time. Like, I thought that was gonna be the love of my life. I imagine like moving in with him together. I imagine us having a family, every dog, every kid, names, like we talked through all of that shit. And
Mhm.
it was going from that to grieving a person that's still alive that I'll never talk to again.
Mhm.
But now, oh, I thank him. Honestly, I thank him
Mhm.
because how much I've done since then, it's I would have never been able to do that in a relationship. And looking at a future relationship if I ever get into one
So valid.
again, um I think you'll just know. Like
Yeah, I
it's
think so
just
too.
genuinely like
I think it takes somebody to like nearly kill you and treat you like so much shit that you're like,
what
wait, but you
doesn't
don't
kill you
realize it.
makes you stronger.
Yeah, and that it's like we'll never take shit like that from a man
No.
ever again because it's like it doesn't matter how much you
Cry
love the
about it a little
person.
bit, like put your head down a little bit, but then put your fucking head up and keep
Get
going.
up,
Like
get up.
diva down, get up. Seriously. Like
I agree.
the I mean, there's still times when I think about, but I really don't actually. I don't.
No,
Doesn't bother me, doesn't keep me up at night. I don't feel sad or hurt about it. Like I've moved
yeah,
on.
it's
I
just
never
something
thought
that
I would be
happened, and like,
yeah.
yeah,
I never
totally.
thought I would be able to get over it. And not on top of that, I lost my grandpa during that time. I lost
Yeah.
my entire college friend group. I lost my hometown friend group.
I swear when things like happen that badly, it comes in like threes or like
Yeah.
everything bad happens
Yeah.
all at once.
Yeah. It's a domino effect for
Yeah.
sure. But you know what? The same bullshit plays out when it goes up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like
Hell yeah. I
it
like
went
that.
it went straight up down. Like, I mean, I didn't think it could get lower than that.
Yeah.
And it did.
Oh my god. And it did get lower than that.
But it 5 times, not like 10 times came back
Yeah.
better. Like
I believe in that
the friends
so
I have
much.
right now, even the dating experiences I had post breaking up,
Yeah.
I would have never realized that they're so much better.
Yeah.
There's genuinely so like there's better company, there's better sex, there's
Mhm.
better conversation, there's better personality. There's just so much more. And
Yeah.
when you're just with one person and that's been your only person you've ever
Yeah.
been with, you're
You have no room
you have
for
no room
growth.
for growth. And bitch, as soon as I fucking hit that fucking start and go, oh my god. It
Yeah,
was like this, but
totally.
it was lit. Like I would not take it
You
back
grow
because I
so much
grew.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think everything happens for a
I feel like I
reason.
grew more in 1 year going through this fucking wave
Yeah.
than me being in a
Staying the
relationship
same
for
in
three
it. Yeah.
years. Yeah.
I think everything happens for a reason. I think even if it's super shitty, it's like, I don't know, anything bad that's happened to me, I'm like, I would never undo it. It sucks, but it's like you always survive and it makes you who you are. So it's like, I would never undo like being cheated on, even though like I want to die sometimes. I'm just like, there's a reason for that
Yeah.
happening. And I don't really like fully see it yet. I already see like the small wins from it, which I'm like trying to focus on. Like I became really good friends with Rose. Like that's been great. I think it's made me like hold my standard. Like I thought it was high before. It is like even higher than it was. I also think that I've learned that like I don't really want to jump into I not jump into other relationships, but I definitely like rebound and then rebound and then rebound and then just like keep going. So I'm
Yeah.
always occupied and I always think like, oh, it's just because I'm bored. It's like, yeah, that's true, but like I need to learn to like be bored by myself. So like this is a good lesson for that. Like there's
Yeah.
always small wins,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I think it's like, did I think that this is what had to happen for me to figure those things out? No, but that's because I'm not done learning yet and growing from
For
this. It's like
sure.
I'll grow into the lesson
Yeah.
of like learning why this happened. And I'm okay with that for now of like not knowing because it's like I know something good's gonna happen and I'll be like, oh, this all like would have never happened if I was still with because like nothing good was coming from that relationship.
Yeah.
He was bringing me down with them. Like go to rehab, babe.
You should try dry January.
Mm. He can't even do dry 24 hours. Like
Well, you know
please.
what? You do have a big point. I mean, you have to get before you can get comfortable, you have to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And for you to really grow from something, you have to have it hit you. Like,
Yeah.
and it sucks.
Like,
Trust me,
suck
getting
like,
hit. Getting hit
oh, it's gotta
fucking
suck you in the
sucks.
face. Yeah.
But then when you, holy shit, when you come out of it,
Yeah, it's
like,
so
it
worth it.
genuinely, like, makes you so unstoppable. It makes you just
Yeah.
want to fucking just dive. I mean,
Yeah.
find the most diabolical side quest to do and just fucking do it. No one is stopping you. You can
Yeah.
go to a fucking rage room. You can go and fly to Europe for a month. You can fucking go and do shit. Like,
Totally.
fuck it. Oh my god. No, genuinely, I feel like, you're asking me, like, future, like, relationship. What am I gonna... I don't want a relationship right now. Like, I swear to God, I think getting in a relationship will slow me the fuck down, and I
Yeah.
am not ready to slow down. I want to keep, unless
Totally.
I date a fucking male version of myself, it ain't happening.
So fair. I know. I'm like, I can't even think about any relationship for a long time. I'm like, I can't even think about it.
I can't think about it, but I'm still open to it. But then honestly, I still
I'm
probably
not.
get the same.
Right now, I'm not. I'm like,
but
I don't want to.
I still get the same anxiety of, like, oh my god, getting back, and, like, I have two of my really good friends right now. They're in relationships, and I hear some of them having, like, individually, like, complications and shit, and that shit genuinely reminds me of when I was
Makes
in a
you
relationship,
sick
and I
to
was
your
like,
stomach, doesn't it?
ooh, I was like,
too.
why would I want to fucking do that? But then I hear all the great stuff about them, like how they're like going on a road trip, how they're planning to spend their Valentine's weekend in Yosemite. Like, it's just like
oh my god, no, it's
there's
so valid.
pros and cons to everything. But
well, it's just you're ready for, like, the right one, but, like, hearing about the bad stuff, it's like, oh, like, why would I want to do that? Because, like,
exactly.
I think that's the truth. I think everybody's been telling me too. It's like, you won't bring these trust issues into a new relationship because, like, you'll just know with the right one. Like, it won't be, like, stressful. It won't be
Yeah.
anxiety inducing. Like, you'll just know. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to think, like, what the fuck to call this, because I feel like
Karina's debrief.
Karina's diss track on
Diss track on an open relationship. Salute.
All right, thanks for watching. Bye.